HANWHA esports in the mid to late game if they have those items online, right? But if Chovy just crushes lane as he is often wont to do with this LeBlanc, later on in the game you have so much engage off.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
Yeah, and I think that HANWHA esports should do well to respect this composition. You know, at 8.5 minutes into the game, I don't think you want to walk into these potential combos. Arthur just got his smite fully unlocked here.
Let's see how it goes. Both supports not hitting 6, and we have Meganar coming in. This is a really nice angle for Morgan, but they're trying to engage first. GENG, and they immediately get onto that backline, but a massive Gnar into the wall. But where is the damage follow-up? It is just not there at all. Chovy was on the left side. GENG, they take the initiative. They take the fight to HANWHA Life. They're going to get a lot of value out of this one.
I mean, there is just no reason to try to fight for this, especially because you just had to use Smite to get your 900 damage unlocked. So Arthur just used Smite. Diana has the Rocket Belt now, and that's a huge spike for her, right? And now you can't fight for the Drake, and this game can really just roll. I know, like, this is so unfortunate. I think they're still going to try to force this fight. There's actually a teleport coming to the bottom lane.
So Morgan leaves, and GENG are like, should we do anything? No, they're just going to leave it. Okay. And now the teleport comes in. So Arthur's just going to smite that and go over the wall. And
not sure about this one.
They deny the eye, I guess. Okay.
I mean, it's still significant that they deny the eye, but what, you know, obviously GENG really want where they get a bunch of extra gold and remove those bodies off the map.
Oh, Chovy got it.
Oh my God.
Can't deny the LeBlanc.
Oh, yep. She gets the double jump, and that's it. Oh, if you guys don't know how that works, she can use her dissonance. Oh, hold that thought. Doesn't have it now.
Oh, man. He tried to jump away, too, and got pulled in there by the face breaker. And now the burn comes in. Clid even will flash and make sure he gets the job done. That is an excellent follow-up. And now that mid lane is pretty vulnerable here.
Yeah, so, I mean, he gets the eye, but because he doesn't have his ultimate available, he can't use Thornton. I think GENG don't have an option to let this go. They have to force a fight.
Yeah, and BDD's here, and Rascal has his teleport available. Let's see how they're going to do it. They got to get a ward down here, and there's the control ward. They actually have one in the pit, as the Solar Flare is massive, and once again, the set gets so much value, and the damage follow-up is there, but nobody's really dying. Now they will, absolutely, as Rascal is just going to get in there alongside Ruler, who just hops in the backside. And that's going to be a near clean ace. Only Chovy will survive for now. But down he will go. A triple kill for Clid and the clean ace. HANWHA Life try to fight over the Drake and fail.
This is such a dip.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to lose with this one. And they're just going in. Rascal doesn't even care. He's having a great time, as we could see. Chovy's trying to get something down, but Zonya's is available here for Clid, so he kind of just laughs at the engage. Now we're getting run down, though, as Life might be left to the Wolves. He'll use his own stopwatch, and now they want to go in, but this is okay. HANWHA Life are just going to take 2 of them for free, basically.
Yeah.
As now we're engaging 3v5 into this. That is a huge amount of damage, and apparently it doesn't even matter because there is once again no escape for the flashless Kalista, who immediately just gets engaged upon. GENG, they're having a lot of fun, but at least they're still winning.
You know what's funny about this too is the 2 players who died, Rascal and Life, their purpose is to send. Oh, Chovy. There you go.
That's so much gold.
900 gold to Chovy.
It's insane amounts.
He's gonna die for it. Oh, no, he's not.
That's his clone.
They're just not even going to look for him.
In his pocket. So let's see what he goes back and buys. Probably going to be a full item off the back.
Uh-oh, Chovy.
Crystal. Oh, this is what can happen. You can immediately get engaged upon like this with huge amount of damage coming out from the Kaisa. And if you don't have Chovy to poke, what do you have on the side of HANWHA Life?
Such a beautiful play. Nothing. Such a beautiful play from Ruler. So aggressive. You push Chovy out. If he dies, there's nothing you can do. And then BDD follows up, he flashes forward. He's actually looking for the Haymaker snipe on Chovy, and then he's like, well, I don't have to do that, actually. I can just face breaker and Arthur's dead. It's a win-win scenario here when Chovy gets a little bit greedy with his positioning. Then you lose a Baron, you lose your jungler. And yeah, now Chovy can probably buy. Actually, he does not quite have enough gold. He's trying to get that last wave down there to finish it off, but back here.
Oh! I thought that was a ward. Like, Gnar's pretty small. Yeah, Morgan's he's just dead. There's no escape for him. The rest of his team has left him abandoned. Is he?
He's buying some time.
Yeah, there's a turret here. Yeah. Look at the team. Look at HANWHA Life. They're like, yeah, let's see if any of them just come down here to farm this wave. And maybe we can get something back. I mean, traditionally
in a normal AD carry, front to back comp, like Ruler would be like, well, yeah, give me all that money, and then you punish him. It's going to be Rascal. And I don't think he dies here, actually, even.
Are they still there? Okay, they are. Yep. And this is 3v1 as he flashes in, gets immediately exhausted, and do they even have the damage? This is ridiculous as he's going to kill Def. He nearly kills Vista.
And Chovy was there, by the way. Yeah, that's where we're at. And that's going to be the game. Unfortunately, HANWHA Life Esports just could not stop the truck that was GENG that was going to crash into them in every single team fight. It's beautifully played from GENG. The execution was so good that you just can't doubt GENG in these moments.
Yeah, and they're just going to engage in here, trying to get the kick once again. Ruler's going to laugh at that with the Kaisa. Not the first time we've seen him dodge that Lee Sin Dragon kick. GENG just playing with their food. They're going to take down the Nexus now as a stomp here in game number 1. All started on that Rift Herald fight where they really just took it.
Diana and even the Ashe, Alistair, like when you think about the composition that HANWHA Life has to stop, Gnar from coming in or Lee Sin from coming in and doing a great amount. They fed, but it just didn't matter in the end.
Okay, we're trying to get on in here. Nice knock away onto Ruler, but the damage gets Def incredibly low, and he actually gets in range.
Oh my god.
Flash rend as Ruler just laughs at him. Takes his way to the bank.
That's I mean, Ruler just goes in, he's like, okay, I can get a range, but here's the counter engage.
Okay, and again, Ruler doesn't have flash. He actually gets knocked in perfectly. That is a fantastic follow-up.
Chovy reacts so quickly to this level 4 gank from Klid too, so he ends up being fine here. Loses his flash though.
Yep. Good stuff, and this is what you can do. You get that flash away, but in comes Johan as well. BDD's very low. Will go down. Now it's a 2-on-2, but Klid is incredibly low, and Johan is just getting so much value here. Trying to hit that strike, but he will not be able to, as the flash is enough to get Klid to safety.
Yeah, so
extremely smoothly just scaling up here. He's got a lot of CS. He's up on the Lee Sin, on levels and on farm. Now Klid is trying to make up for that here. He's looking for a dive. He has the kick, and they're just going to go for the easy cow rather than for the Ashe who had flash. And that's going to be a nice kill secure that they do give over to Ruler.
Feels so bad as Vista. Deft is like, you're on your own, buddy. Flashes away too, so ends up losing the flash, so it's doubly impactful, this gank. And, he had cleanse available, but he was just not going to mess with it with all the CC. Ruler didn't even have to use his ultimate there to secure the kill. So it ends up being really nice for them, and it's a pretty back and forth game. This is kind of what I was alluding to in that neither team has like the early game comp to under your turret. Rascal.
Yeah, they're trying to bait in Rascal here. The hop is down, and he is so crushed underneath the turret. They give that over to Morgan, and with the Rift Herald in hand, they're going to get so much value. There's nobody up here.
Nothing can stop them.
They're going to get the whole turret.
They will get the whole thing, and this is a lot of extra gold going over to Morgan, right? He ended up getting that early kill. Now he's got an assist, and he's going to get every single 80 this plate tosses towards him. And, like, I mean, you didn't have to give the gold. I mean, it's so much money. You didn't have to give the gold over to Morgan, but when you consider how much he's going to get anyways, I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
And an absolute stomp of a game. GENG, they got the first streak, and they're going to get the second one, whereas Rascal is basically just going to be the fodder that is fed over in trade.
This is it's a disaster.
He is going to hop the wall, but you're not getting away from the Diana. So
can't dodge that one.
That's another kill into the pockets of Johan.
It's starting to feel like, spring round 1 Gnar.
First item here. GENG, they're going to make the right choice. They're not going to try to fight over this second Rift Herald. They don't have a LeBlanc to try to steal it and get the eye. As the arrow does come in, that's a really nice blast engage. As BDD's in a lot of trouble, but he is able to turn it around as the Fate's calling it so much value. But here comes Morgan, and finally the carries of HANWHA Life show up. As That's a double kill now for Chovy. Let's add some more gold into yet another carry. HANWHA are flying away with this one.
Rascal's like, well, I can finish my first item with this turret, I suppose, because I'm not going anywhere near that mid lane push. Rift Herald, let's get the charge, but oh no!
Yeah, he's totally dead.
What a play!
Not even expecting that. I mean, there was, even without the blast plant, it's Hex Flash, right? It's Alistair. They're trying to get on top of this back line now as maybe HANWHA went a little bit too far. This is some decent gold being given back to the side of GENG, but they're not going to get Johan, and the Boomerang's going to miss, as well as the Q. Nobody can seem to hit any of these guys. They have the plot armor in this game, both the Set and the Diana.
It's insane. Looking for picking off this Lucian. Look at Morgan's position here. You can actually taxi in if they're not careful.
Yeah, definitely thinking about it. This is Infernal Soul, so neither team wants to give this one away.
No, it's super important.
GENG, even from behind, they want to get in here. That's nice. They're looking for the Ashe, and they will immediately take down the Ashe. Could able to come in from behind, but let's see the turnaround here from HANWHA. The knockup on a Johan. He doesn't get that much value with his ultimate either, but Chovy is still alive, trying to get the damage down, but the kick comes in, and they're going to take him down. The other side of the fight here, though, Johan and Morgan were able to get some work done. As the Boomerang comes in and slows them down, Johan and Morgan, they can't seem to die in this game. As GENG will go in and get another one, and BDD is so healthy with so much mana. He's looking to try to win this one, to put in the damage for his team. What an insanely close fight as Morgan just dodges everything in this game.
Yeah, not to mention the Q misses from Johan again. This just keeps happening. This is the slipperiest 10 players that we have in the LCK altogether. But you know, when you lose out on your Ashe at the beginning of a fight like that, if you can't get the kills early.
Oh, okay. Gets Lee Sin, and he gets stunned, and he's trying to get BDD here. There's no help for him, actually. The Q will come in, and finally they take down the Diana. But the teleport comes in from Chovy a little bit too late. At least he's looking to clean up the scraps here. Should be able to get a couple, you'd imagine.
Rascal's, you know, Nara barless, but not going to be able to do much. I was like, maybe he can kill Deft. He's 3 levels up, but not alone. Duo, unfortunately, coming up a little bit flat here, and they really have to be the glue that holds this comp together. Once again, Life.
Oh, they're trying to get the Diana, but again, everything misses. And now, look at Ruler in the front line. He cannot escape now, as Set is going to dunk him into the ground. The kick comes out for the disengage, as the culling isn't going to do much. GENG, at least, able to only lose one, but let's see what HANWHA can get off the back of this. They're looking towards the top side of that river, but they have some low health bars. Do you take the chance here? Do you go for it? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think so. Not with
extremely optimistic on that one for sure.
I think they're just wanting to get the prio. They're like so desperate to clear this vision up right now.
It just, okay, Chovy, I don't know about this one. He has a stopwatch though. Was it the bait in the end? He's able to kite it back. And look at that! In goes Johan, gets 4 in the back line. And the follow-up is quite nice as well. BDD is trying to frontline, but he can only do that for so long. As Rascal as well is trying to get roped in here, but he will be able to escape, and that is a massive catch from HANWHA.
I mean, I think even Atlas is going to be calling for more Johan after this. This is absolutely a fantastic performance from this player. He's 5-1-6. The majority of the kills here on this game he's been involved in, and when you hit the R button at the right time with this composition, like that's how you win fights. You have to win them basically.
Pull it over to his side. He's like, get over here, Dragon.
Really nice respect here on the teleport from Morgan, actually, from GENG. And like you said, they're kind of trying to pull the Drake. You know, it's almost like they're going to leash tied to it, literally, trying to pull it over.
Yeah. Rascal trying to send away Morgan. He wants that Mega Gnar here as in we go. The smite, no, it goes the way of Johan. As Life is going in now, trying to be a frontline for his team. And HANWHA say, no, we got the Dragon. We don't have to force into your concave. Let's just back away.
Yeah, and like the crazy thing about this too is if this game just kind of slows down, then Deft actually becomes a champion. Just trying to get Drake prio. Because once again, they can take a Drake and then move back. And guess what? They're like, oh, GENG might try to trade this.
Yeah.
So we're just going to group up.
They're just going to, I think, all in it here. Yep, they're all over the wall. And the Dragon is taken. GENG could have assumed that was going to happen. But they have so much Baron damage. But not everybody's hitting it here, really. BDD is actually up on the side. And now we have the jungler coming up, but it's not on time as the Ren set comes in. Morgan tries to go for the engage, but the damage is there. They take out the set, and now with the Baron, can GENG actually win this? No, Deft is kiting it out excellently, and there it is! Johan gets in again! Gets into the back line and picks up 2, but BDD is trying to carry it by himself, and he might just be able to! Ruler's still alive, somehow kiting it out the entire time, and GENG might have just won this. They have the Baron, and they'll look to push the mid lane.
They're going to push the lane to win the game, and that was such a huge turnaround moment, a decisive moment for GENG. Go into the Drake pit here, and even with good fighting here from Deft, the positioning is so good, and Johan has the really amazing engage. Morgan being picked early means that you just don't have an amazing front line anymore as HANWHA. Look at Chovy and Deft, they're trying to do what they can. There's a huge disconnect, and Clid here, you know, has his res available, so in this longer fight, it's like Deft and Chovy are suddenly frontlining, and they're like, wait, we can't be here, we can't win this.
Okay, and they're not going to push for the ends here. The timers are too low. They're too short, even 37 minutes into the game, because they had to push a couple of turrets, actually 3 turrets to get here in the Infernal Drake. So GENG are just trying to control the space and looking to do the same thing, have them kite into them and fight like that. That's a nice arrow here. They're going to get life, and that's a bunch of kiting damage, but Morgan tries to get in there. It doesn't matter. They're still able to burst him down, and Ruler's going to get picked here as well. And this time the bluff is called, and it should be good. Really nice follow-up knockup. BDD does some insane damage, but he's pretty much all alone at this point. He's still trying to 1v5 right now.
I go in there.
As he is very desperate to make the play.
You got Chovy's GA, but you might lose the game over this one. Now there is the mid turret up on the inhibitor right now, but with only 2 players here to defend, oh no.
HANWHA Life are like not sure exactly what to do.
Yeah, this is actually really bad indecisiveness here, but they're gonna look for Rascal now.
He does not have his leap, it looks like. They're just trying to 2v5, a lot of low health bars here as Deft easily able to flash away from that one, and now they hop onto him, and that is disastrous for HANWHA Life, as Rascal could get a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, the Diana's still here, trying to trade it back, but Chovy comes back, and another GA is popped. How many of them are there in the shop exactly?
Well, now GENG have successfully bought enough time to get those respawns through, so the game will go on. But HANWHA Life Esports are going to get the 4th Infernal Drake for the soul. You're not going to see another one of these, okay? I mean, no game has ever been anything like this one. As Life gets picked here, it's a really nice attempt to pull him away with the Fate's Call, but this is GENG just overextending massively, trying to choke HANWHA Life Esports out and put the distance between them and the Drake. As you said, they get punished, but then HANWHA Life Esports aren't decisive. BDD grabs GA here, and he did not have flash, so I guess he probably wasn't going to get out of there either way, so my battle on the call on that one. But either way, that's all they get, and then they're extremely indecisive here, and Rascal's got a full health bar, he's got his Gnar bar, and then suddenly Deft dies, and everything falls apart here. Has to flash early, but then he can still get jumped on.
Look at Johan and the amount of value he gets with this low health. He's waiting. He comes in.
Yeah.
No, the kick is huge as well.
This should have been better for HANWHA Life Esports, arguably, but, you know, because they were...
4 Infernal Drake sold for HANWHA Life. Look at the Baron. Does it even exist?
Yeah, I know.
He's going to try to steal it, but nope, not this time. As Johan will shut down that idea, and now he's trying to get the kill onto Clid as well. We got to fight on the bottom side. Down will go Clid. As in goes the set, another huge moonfall. BDD, he's trying to kite it out here, but the Zonyas will only keep him alive for so long. They're going to take him down, and it's only Rascal. I think HANWHA Life have finally done it.
Yeah, I think so.
Although,
I mean, plot armor, you know, has been like one of the stories we had throughout this game.
Wait.
He teleports top.
And
Mark ping.
I mean, he's stopped this mid lane, but there's more minions coming.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's hoping that they're going to collapse onto him instead, but I have bad news. They are not. He's going to back right now, but there's just no way to buy time for these extremely long death timers. And we talked about plot armor. We talked about players not getting caught. Rascal, he's not going to have enough plot armor to stay alive this time.
And stopwatch, but
the writers for this series, okay, they were like, Chronicler tweeted out it was going to be the best day of LCK summer, and so far, it has delivered 2 fantastic back-to-back games here. The second game, though, the LeBlanc, but you're not really expecting as GENG that they'll actually put the Lulu in the mid lane necessarily. So I think once you see the Leona lock in, you feel like, Well, they wouldn't do this to Chovy, right? They wouldn't actually
Spotted on the ward. And now it is 2v3 at this moment in time underneath the turret. Let's see if GENG can actually make this happen. There's no teleport on Chovy. He has cleanse. As in they go, and they're going to burst down the Xin Zhao and get a bunch of damage onto Morgan as well for the bonus.
They knew better not to attack the Gwen. She only has a Doran's blade, but we know how it goes. So much more annoying to deal with here in this lane. Look at Chovy's monobar right now. Johan.
Yeah, he's going to knock him away, but in comes the Rise. He's going to get this long route as Morgan comes over the wall. They're trying to trade damage back as Rascal's been very slippery this game. Able to get the ultimate away from Johan.
The better comp at this stage in the game, and they have Cryo, in fact, as well. See if they try to contest this. A little bit slow, actually, GENG here.
And they're going to come on over, and it looks like they just want to go for the punish as Clit is like, you guys want to fight? Let's fight. I got the invulnerability now coming in. Nobody on the side of HANWHA has gone down, though. As Rascal comes in, he's going to line up a really nice kick, as the Xin Zhao is trying to get some value. Actually, that's the Gwen. Trying to get some value by herself, and can't quite do that as HANWHA thought maybe they could turn it around, but they were proven wrong.
Yeah, that was very close though, and I honestly still kind of,
you know, on his abilities when you land them. Reduce the cooldown of all of his abilities, of course, but it just compounds on that effect. As HANWHA looks like they want to fight this. In they go. It looks like they got the Aurelius as well, but the Taric ultimate is immediately pressed. What are you going to do? They're going to try to get in there as Morgan comes in does Vista as well, and they have huge lineup damage from the Gwen and the Kaisa, just able to kind of burst them down.
That's never where you want to be against this, but they had no choice, and that's the power of Gwen sometimes. I mean, that's super high value. 3,000 damage in basically 3 seconds. And, you know, that's the end of that fight. No longer really able to contest for GENG. Rotations are really good, and, like, this Lulu pick is not what you want to see if you're a Chovy fan, because you want the fireworks, but it's working out very well. And that last fight is just a sign of many other great fights we could see in the future to come. And it's about comms, really, you know, and making sure you're making those right calls. And that's where Chovy's going to have to show different strength today. Here we go.
They want to press their buttons. They want to get in onto Life, who does have a stopwatch into Fate's call, but immediately they're going to get engaged upon. The Invuln does come through. That's a really nice stun. The Dazzle gets a lot of value here. And the combo from the side of HANWHA Life isn't really getting the value. Look at Morgan now. He's all alone on the bottom side as he does get one, but it's only the support and everybody else dies. We mentioned it was going to come down to the execution. GENG absolutely steamrolled him in terms of that.
Yeah, that was
that fight.
That was not it, right? That was the mistake I was talking about. A little bit of overextension from Vista as Clit accidentally gets executed. You can see he puts his finger over his lips right there. He's like, shh, don't talk about that. But, you know, it does happen. He's trying to guarantee that minion survives. Just took an extra shot. But look at how this engage happens here. The Fate's call is so great in moments like this because, okay, they've already used their speed up, right? So they've already used their Aurelius. The Vista goes in, and this is what I'm talking about. Fate's call instantly on top of him, and now he's stuck. He's stopwatched, and there's no space for any DPS here. Morgan can't go in because there's no setup for him, and when he finally does, he does a ton of damage, but it's too late. The fight is over, your Leona's dead, and they were almost there. Like, and that's what I was talking about with Chovy. He's going to have to show a different strength than just absolutely popping off on a carry champion. It's going to be about his decision-making. So just actually does one.
용 먹어라, 용 먹어라.
Oops. Anyway, go get the Drake, and then covers his mouth really quick.
All right, well, when in doubt, flip over Baron. And who can blame them? I'm not sure this is going to work. They just want to set up a fight where they can actually get this combo to work out. As now they are going to get on top of Clid, but at this point, I think the wallets are getting pretty heavy. They are really struggling to take him down, as they will eventually. And now Rascal's going to go in alone. It seems like the rest of GENG just didn't want anything to do with this fight.
Rise is like, you know, we don't use this term, but he's the AP carry.
Well, they're getting in now, as you can see, fighting front to back. The damage is there, and in goes Lee Sin, picks up a massive triple. As Rascal with the Quadra. They're trying to slow down Morgan, but they're not going to catch up to him, and he's full health. So just the Quadra And now they can do the Baron.
Yeah, I mean, now, like you said right before that fight, now we're starting to talk about the wallets. Now we're starting to talk about the damage. And the Rise this fed in an extended fight, his damage throughput is massive. And HANWHA esports, like you said, it's about the, well, like we've both been saying this entire game, is the execution is important, but I mean, I think a lot of people will be critical of this Lulu draft for Chovy, but for me, you know, I think something has to change for HANWHA eventually. You can't just have, you know, a 1v9 game every game and hope to be an LCK champion, and hope to be a Worlds contender. So, they tried.
Well, it's not going to work out this time. We'll see about the future. They're going to get in here to the mist as Rascal, he's trying to set it up again. He's really feeling himself this time around as he's looking for that player of the game vote. And this is just GENG steamrolling them at the end of Game 3. They went down in a very close one in Game 2, but they want to make everybody forget about that game and remember them as the guys on top. Rascal now 9-0-1. And he's going to disable both of the turrets and look for the kills, as GENG do like to do. They're trying to take out Rascal. It's not going to happen. As you try to burst him down, you're not quite able to do that, even as the Kaisa. And how about giving that kill over to Ruler, I guess. Down will go the Nexus.
That's the end of this series. Very exciting, very interesting start to the day.
Oh, they're doing it! They're getting in there! And they're going to take down 2. And does anybody die? They're like, oh, you spawned 2, let's kill him. And at the end of the day, it will be Volibear who goes down. Klid, again, sacrifices himself for 3 extra kills for